তোমার আশিস মন বলে আজল কি চায় রাধা রাধা নাম শুধু গায় মন বলে আজল কি চায় রাধা রাধা নাম শুধু গায় সাধক কামক মানব জীবন পেয়েছি তোমার আশিস মন বলে আজল কি চায় রাধা রাধা নাম শুধু গায় মন হলো তা আত্মহারা আলোয় দিয়াজ ভুবন ভরা রাধা নাম শুধু গায় মন বলে আজল কি চায় রাধা রাধা নাম শুধু Thank you all for joining us today to celebrate Thakur's birth month and coming together to commemorate and celebrate this satsang together as one satra community. We are all pleased to have you here today, and I will be sharing today with you about Naam and its benefits and how it has helped me and how I have benefited from it in my daily life. First of all, what is Naam? Naam is the repetition of the holy name in our hearts, which fills us with love and connects us to our Sri Thakur. This is what makes us disciples of Thakur, full of positivity and empathy. Now, there are many benefits of Naam which many of us may not understand, and we might not know why we should always do Naam. Today, I hope that after my Alochana, I can make everyone have a special place in their hearts for Naam here. Firstly, I have noticed that many people suffer from anxiety and depression, which ultimately results in the individual resorting to doing drugs and drinking and smoking and vaping, which is all bad for their health. They all do this for temporary happiness, only to suffer from a terrible aftermath as they don't think about what can happen, what are the consequences of their actions, and they only want happiness at that point of time. Naam is something which serves as a replacement for any of this without any bad consequences, which fills us with peace and happiness. Naam also gives us immense pleasure throughout our day, despite any challenges we may face. Naam is one thing which can be done in any place and any time with absolutely anyone, which forms a strong bond towards our beloved Sri Thakur and makes us all feel very connected towards him. Doing Naam for about 15 to 20 minutes per day will always make us feel very fulfilled in our life, no matter what challenges we might face on the way. For just a few minutes spent per day, we will be promised with the entire day of happiness and fulfillment. Many things do not always go according to us and how we plan it, but if we do Naam Jap for 15 minutes, 20 minutes per day, then we he is always with me. Ever since I started secondary school life, it has been very strange, very stressful for me, and thus I always know that Thakur is with me. So every morning once I wake up, I do Namjan for 10 to 15 minutes before getting ready, so that I am always happy and never feel sad. Many challenges happen in my secondary school life which always make me feel like giving up. But then I remember Thakur and all, that's why I always have a reason for carrying on and continuing despite the challenges I face in my daily life. Thakur always gives me a lot of happiness and peace, which always make me know that even if I have a huge presentation in school, performance in school, or anything, I can always overcome it with Thakur by my side. I also hope that every one of you here can do Namyan for at least 15 to 20 minutes per day, so that we can all be filled with happiness and be connected to Thakur. While doing Namyan, we are not only connected to just Thakur, but we are connected to the entire satsang community, which will make us bonded together as one, as a family. We are all one big family in which Thakur is our father. After this Alochana, I hope I have made everyone have a change in heart about Thakur, and I hope everyone can do Namjan properly every day, anytime, any place, as it is very simple and it can be done no matter where you are. At the end of my Alochana, I hope you all have a good evening, and I pray to the lotus feet of Thakur for all of your well-being. Jai Guru.
Today we are all attending satsang at Anishka's house. Great to be here. I'll take very few minutes of yours and I'll make it very precise on my points. Today I would like to talk on two important points, and really we are all glad that we are doing this satsang. Those 2 points are very first point when I think Vishwada handed over me the Satyanusaran English version book. In that first thing mentioned was, it was talking about removing the fear within you. And the same thing even Vivekananda spoke about. Okay, that is in Kannada, if I tell it's a huge sentence. But he was also imprecise, he was also talking about removing the fears. How we can really do that? Even the Animishna's daughter spoke about it a little while ago. It's very, very easy that we need to connect our soul to the Guru, okay, to the Parama Prem mind, to the Almighty Himself. So once we connect that, it's easy to remove the anxiety, fear, it all goes away, and you're focused completely on Him. And the peace, wealth, health, happiness, whatever you call it, everything follows that. You don't need to follow anything, you just follow your Guru, be connected with Him, and everything follows in place. And with the fear, I would like to add one more point. And post that, like in villages, elderly sit together and they chit chat about how wedding went, things like that. I was sitting next to elderly who was around 60 years old, and there 85 years, another elderly came. She was around 85 years of age, and as soon as she came, the 60-year-old elderly stood up and took her blessing, and she asked, how are you doing? And that 85-year-old elderly, she said, with God's grace, I'm doing good. And I feel so strong, warm, healthy, as I was in my mother womb. So she said exactly this sentence, with God's grace, I'm strong, healthy, and as I was in my mother's womb. And this 60-year-old, that's great to hear that. I always feel fear, like when I'm going to die. I always have fear that as soon I don't even close my toilet door, that I fear that okay, if I die, no one will notice, or if I that would take some time, things like that. Then that 85-year-old lady told, don't do that. Just Narayan ki naam jap karo. Okay, you just whatever Satnam, just the little girl spoke about, just you continue to do that Satnam. That is what will connect us to our pure soul to the God, the Almighty. And once that happens, you don't need to worry about anything else. That is one thing I wanted to talk. The second one is like this one very recently. I started reading the works by Adi Shankaracharya. So in that, one thing mentioned is like there is one phrase called satsangatve, nissangatve, nirmohatve, nishchalatatve, jivan mukti. What it means that like we as a human being, so we just take many births and our soul remains one and it is always connected to Almighty. And the jivan mukti, the path is, it starts from satsang. I was really mesmerized. Okay, this is why I joined this group. From 2018 December, I'm active in this group. When I was going through this work by Shankaracharya, I was like, I got goosebumps really. Oh, maybe this is the path to get the Jivan Mukti. Satsang is the phase 1. And I'm doing with all these Guru Matas and Guru Sisters and brothers. And let's all continue to do this and we all get the blessings from Almighty. Thank you. Jai Guru.